Hello everyone, today we are going to be looking at 3 interesting chutneys for idli and dosa. But before that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and don't forget to press the bell button for regular new recipe and new video updates. So now let's get started with our 3 chutneys for idli and dosa. The first chutney that we are going to be making is a peanut and tomato chutney. For this, I am roasting 3/4 cup of peanuts in a cast iron pan. So now I'm going to be doing this on medium flame till the skin of the peanuts get charred. You can see that it's smoking, and when you take a peanut and rub it against your fingers, the skin will come off easily. This is the correct stage in which you have to remove the peanuts from the fire. So it's ready now. I'm going to take it off the fire. Now to the same pan, I'm going to heat some oil. I'm using about 1 tablespoon peanut oil. To this, I'm going to be adding 2 dry red chilies. Adjust the spice according to your requirements. I'm also adding 2 tomatoes which have been finely chopped. Now to quicken the process of cooking, we are going to be adding the salt required for this chutney at this stage, and then we are going to give it a nice stir. Just stir till the tomatoes begin to lose shape, and at this point add about half a teaspoon of tamarind paste or a small marble sized tamarind if you do not have the tamarind paste. Now mix again and continue to cook till the tomatoes are completely mushy. This is how it looks. So now let's cool this down and transfer this to a blender jar. Once cool, now the mixture is cool. So now I'm going to be adding the roasted peanuts to this. And then we are going to be grinding this to a fine paste. Now you may all be wondering why I fried tomatoes on a cast iron pan. If your cast iron pan is well seasoned, there shouldn't be an issue frying tomatoes in them. Now the paste is done. If you find that the chutney is a little thick, you can always dilute it with a little bit of water to make it to a runny consistency. I'm transferring this to a bowl, and then I'll be further diluting it with about half a cup of water. Now once the water is added, let's give it a good mix, and then we will get on to do the tempering. The tempering is very basic. Heat 2 teaspoons of oil, pop a teaspoon of mustard, and let 1 teaspoon of urad dal brown. Add a couple of curry leaves and add this to the chutney. The tempering is done. Now mix it well and you're good to go. So now let's get started with the next chutney. We will now be seeing a very interesting chutney using rich gourd. Rich gourd is also called as Peerkangai in Tamil. To the same pan, I have heated about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil and I am adding 1 sliced onion. Now that the onions have been added, let's fry it for like a couple of seconds, and then let's add the salt required for this recipe at this stage. This is just to make sure that the onions cook faster. Now let's give it a good mix. And then we will be going on to adding furthermore ingredients. You need not brown the onions, it's enough if the onions turn soft and pink. So this is how it looks at this point. Now let's get on to adding 3 dry red chilies. Fry for like a couple of seconds. And then we will be adding 1 big tomato that I have chopped. You need not chop it really finely. It's okay if it's not very finely chopped. Now let's give it a good mix. And let's continue to fry till the tomatoes become soft and begin to lose shape. The tomatoes are done now. At this point, I'm adding 1 rich gourd which I have peeled and sliced. Like I said, rich gourd is also called as Birakai in Telugu, Peerkangai in Tamil, and Hirekai in Kannada. This cooks really fast, like 2 to 3 minutes. So you just have to fry it for like 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame. You can see that once it's done, it will start oozing out water. At this stage, I'm adding 50 grams of coriander, including the stalks, which have been finely chopped. The reason why the coriander is finely chopped is because it will enable us to grind the chutney easily in the blender. Now let's fry just till the leaves wilt. So this is how it looks once the leaves are wilted, and now it's good to go. Let's cool this down and add it to a blender and grind it to a smooth paste. I have not added any water to make it. I've not added any water to make this chutney. This is just plain fried mixture that has been ground to a smooth paste. And this is how it looks. Now let's get on to do the tempering. Tempering, like I said, is again very basic. Heat a teaspoon or 2 of oil, pop some mustard, let a teaspoon of urad dal brown and add a couple of curry leaves. Now add this tempering to the chutney. Mix well and you're good to go. So the next chutney that we're going to be seeing is a very interesting chutney. We're going to use red bell peppers in this chutney. So in a pan, I've added about 1.5 tablespoons peanut oil, and once they are hot, 4 to 5 garlic cloves, 4 to 5 dry red chilies, a small piece of tamarind, and 1 medium onion roughly chopped. All of this goes inside, and then let's quickly fry all this for 2 seconds and add 1 red bell pepper that has been chopped roughly. To this, I'm adding 1 big tomato that has been chopped. Let's fry this, adding the salt required at this point of time. Now give it a good mix and let's wait till the tomatoes turn mushy. Now the tomatoes are mushy and the bell pepper is also cooked. Let this cool, transfer to a blender, add about half a cup of water and blend it to a smooth paste. This is how it looks after blending. So now I'm going to transfer this to a bowl, and as usual we are going to do a basic tempering. I'm using sesame oil to do the tempering for this red bell pepper chutney. As usual, it's 1 teaspoon mustard seeds popped, 1 teaspoon urad dal browned, and a couple of curry leaves. So friends, please try all these chutneys for your idli and dosa and leave a feedback. Thank you for watching.